So I was just watching a video, okay, wherein there is a couple, okay. Uh, uh, so one of them is actually an avoidant, the guy, okay, and the female is actually an anxious attached person, okay. So this woman, she asked him how you used to feel when you used to break up with me, okay. So this guy says that that uh, it's basically that maybe they think that this relationship is not working out for me or whatever reasons. That is the excuse that they make in their mind to escape the accountability or any action that they are supposed to take, or being vulnerable, okay. So and then in that while he was talking, he says that but the dumper who dumps who does the breakup is actually has the power, okay, ultimately. So I was just thinking that the avoidants are power hungry. They always want to feel in control. Uh, they want to feel the power, like they are powerful to do whatever they want to do. They want to control other people. Okay, so. Uh, it feels like they want to feel powerful, okay, but the thing is they are actually powerless, and they are just learning from their experiences that how to balance, in which situations they are supposed to be powerful, claim their power, and in which situations they are not supposed to. But then I feel like it's a insecure attachment, um, and I feel the attachment style does not really changes, even though you try to be secure. I feel secureness come you feel secure, um, when the things are clear between you two guys, okay. Even if it is a situationship, you are clear as to what you are giving to that person and what that person is giving to you. That is what situationship is. It's only about give and take, okay. So that is how you feel secure, okay. What happens initially in the relationship, in the starting, uh, people share what they feel, okay, with their partners, okay, and they test also. Even the anxious people test the avoidant, and the avoidant also test the anxious, okay. And when they get to a conclusion that this is how it is and this is how this person will be, that's when the clarity comes in, okay. And then the situationship or the relationship can work out, but uh, not for a very long time, because ultimately these two people are totally different people, okay. Although their wounds are similar, wounds are same, but then they are actually emotionally they are totally different people. Like emotionally they process emotions very differently at a very different timelines, basically. So when he said that the dumper has the power, I was like, don't say that, because you might have this illusion, of thinking that by just you dumping the person, you have the power. But that could get reversed as well, you know maybe you dumping that person may uh, make the other person fed up so much that they don't even care. And when they don't care, they lose control over their trauma responses, their traumatic responses, because whatever trauma they have got from their childhood, that is triggered only when the abandonment issue, that is triggered only when the avoidant you know dumps the anxious. But then when this thing happens consecutively, continuously, that the avoidant is dumping the anxious again and again, the anxious person will get over it at some point, and they will get detached, emotionally from this whole situation, or maybe the person. Okay, so you want to feel powerful. This is just funny to me. I mean, the ultimate powerful uh, thing in this world, or the power, is actually God. Okay, and you might think that by doing just one action you are powerful, but that does not conclude that you know you whatever time that you had spent with this person uh, will just wash off. You cannot delete or wash off your memories. And these memories, you know make you go back to this person. I'm telling this to the avoidance, because you think that this person is being inconvenient to you. You try to throw throw off the relationship or situationship. I mean, it shouldn't be a situationship, but then yes, the avoidants are into situationships. Okay, they might tag it as a relationship, but those are actually situationships. Okay, so your one action does not conclude that you are powerful. Just know that. Okay, in the moment you might feel powerful. I mean, aren't you humble enough to uh, be be just um, open enough, accepting that you are a human and you can also do mistakes. And in relationships, it's okay to bow down to your um, significant other. you know it's okay to surrender to your partner sometimes. That's how the relationships work. And if you are so scared of losing yourself in a relationship, then my suggestion is that you shouldn't get into relationships. They want to be powerful, then why do you need people? Don't need people. Don't have people in your life. but I feel like avoidance need people more than anxious people do. Anxious people are more happy all by themselves, I feel. Because when people are all around the anxious person, they get anxious actually. They start to people please. Be So this is what I wanted to share. I mean, there are a lot of other things I want to share, but then I my phone does not have that much of data to download it, or I mean upload it, sorry. So yes, I will share more details and on this topic. So thank you. It's very hard to even digest, when they say that the dumper has the power. I mean, what if this small action makes you powerful? Then I don't know what to say. There are so many humanitarian things to do in this world, okay? But you think that dumping a person makes you powerful? It's a toxic way of living. I'm sorry. This is a toxic trait. And if you think this is making you powerful, this is what narcissists do. So, why shouldn't I categorize avoidant also into, narcissistic people? The avoidants are also not showing any empathy while breaking up with their partners. They are just thinking about themselves. They are just thinking that I will have more power. I will not get hurt. You are so scared, like